7 months ago, they were running for their lives in Kabul after the government of Afghanistan fell into the hands of the Taliban. Now, as many as 3,000 Afghan refugees could ultimately settle in Illinois, most of those in the Chicago area. More than a dozen are not only calling Chicago home, they began attending college in January on a one-year scholarship. It's the beginning of a new chapter for a group of students who have been on a harrowing journey. Saima Zawari is in her first semester at Northeastern Illinois University, studying for a degree in information technology.
I take like 4 classes.
Okay, what's your favorite?
Macroeconomics is my favorite.
Zawari says she felt she no longer had a future in Afghanistan after the country fell to the Taliban over the span of 10 days last August, following the chaotic U.S. withdrawal.
I just came to the airport and decided to find a way to come in.
She says she feared for her life as Taliban militias blocked her route to the Kabul airport.
It was really scary. They had like big guns with them. They were like hitting the men, then women.
Zawari says she was able to get through to the airport, controlled at the time by American security forces, and onto a plane with the aid of an Afghan interpreter. Her journey took her from Kabul to Kuwait to Germany, then an overseas flight to Washington, D.C., then to a refugee camp in New Mexico, where she learned of a scholarship program offered by Northeastern Illinois. She applied and was accepted.
I was like too emotional and start crying that, oh my God, at the Chicago, I got a chance to continue my education. It was really like incredible for me.
Now, Zawari lives in a student dorm with 4 other Afghan refugees. Mewand Poyar is another Afghan scholarship recipient. He's a graduate student working toward his MBA. But he began his study at Northeastern in 2020 and traveled home to Afghanistan with his family for summer break in 2021. The timing proved to be catastrophic.
I got a text message from one of my friends that take your flight, and as soon as you can go out, you have to go.
Poyar says it took 5 separate attempts to get into the airport. He and his family then spent 3 days inside waiting for a flight out.
Everyone was just sitting on the ground, laying on the ground, on the streets, the dust, the sand, the cars were moving, military and everything.
They eventually made it back to Chicago after being held at a refugee camp in Wisconsin. Poyar resumed studying at Northeastern, where he first approached the school's board of trustees and asked them if they could fund scholarships for his fellow refugees.
I didn't believe it. After 1 hour, one of the board of trustees amazed me. She told me that the request is accepted right away.
Northeastern President Gloria Gibson says the school approved 17 scholarships in total exclusively for Afghan refugees. She says the program aligns with the mission of the school, where the student body is majority non-white and more than 80 languages are spoken on campus.
Diversity is an integral part of the fabric of our institution. We have many first-generation students and Pell-eligible students, and we have a welcoming environment as we embrace diversity.
And Gibson says the scholarship funds much more than tuition, room and board, and textbooks.
They also had basic needs: food, clothing, medicine, make sure that they are healthy.
One of the things that we thought would be helpful is to help you get together and share your experiences.
The university says mental health access and group counseling have been key to integrating the students into academic life.
There's a lot of anxiety, there's the fear of the unknown, there's a lot of homesickness, there's a lot of traumatic experiences that they probably saw during the time of the airlift. Some of these students had to spend months going from one American air base to another.
Matteo Farzaneh is an associate professor of history at Northeastern Illinois and faculty advisor for the Afghan students. He is an Iranian American and speaks Farsi, the students' native language. He says another part of the challenge has been acclimating school faculty and staff to Afghan culture.
For example, in Afghan culture, there might not be this freedom of voicing your opinion. So that comes in as a problem probably if you're in a class.
They're really kind with us. They say that if you have any problem, just like let us know, and after that we will like solve that together.
Northeastern is a small public university without a large endowment, which makes it a challenge to fund all of the resources required for the Afghan program. University officials tabbed the entire cost of these one-year scholarships at more than $500,000. So far, they say they've only raised $60,000 toward that total, but they say they eventually hope to raise enough to cover all 4 years.
Northeastern is not a wealthy institution financially, but we are wealthy in other ways.
Dr. Gibson acknowledges the school will have to rely on foundation and donor support to make the program work. She says the dreams of students like Poyar and Zawari are on the line.
It was kind of my dream to like get a scholarship in America. It was like America was my dream country. Now I'm here. It's like kind of incredible and miracle in my life.
Northeastern Illinois' president says they're still waiting on 4 of the 17 scholarship students to arrive. DePaul University, a private institution, says it has welcomed 10 students who were recently displaced due to the crisis in Afghanistan.